Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we have the Galaxy S24 Ultra versus the Z Flip 5. Now again, this isn't going to be a long video because a lot of things in these phones are the same, but I'm going to talk about how they differ in a few ways, starting with the design itself. This is a flip/foldable device, so again, you're able to take this, turn it into a full-size display. This one, most people consider a candy bar style phone. So again, this one is made out of titanium. This one is made out of aluminum. The glass on here is kind of like fused with like a type of plastic to where it's capable of folding. But you do have Gorilla Glass Victus on the outer portion. Here, you have this new type of Gorilla Glass. I forgot the name of it actually, but again, it's supposed to be tougher in every fashion and form. But again, both have flat displays, so that's one thing that you'll notice about both versus like an older model phone, S series, I mean. Now, so again, as you can see, both have flat panels. Now, one thing I kind of want you to draw attention to right now is the always on display. With the S24 Ultra, you basically have it always on display to where you can have an image in the background. This is the old style of always on displays, but again, both have always on displays. Again, since they're both Samsung products, basically 1 year behind the other, they pretty much have a lot of the same features like quick share, smart view, things of that nature where you can install launchers because they're Android, always on displays. Now, when it comes to battery life, the S24 Ultra is king compared to the Z Flip. The Z Flip doesn't last half as long, but again, this isn't a slouch when it comes to battery. It's okay. I would give it an okay category. So again, it's enough to kind of get you through the day, but at the end of the night, you're going to have to charge this one versus the S24 Ultra. If you purchase this one, you can at least have it going for at least 2 days, in my opinion. Now, another thing you will want to notice is the fingerprint scanner. On here, it's on the side, which to me, I actually prefer it on the side because it just unlocks flawlessly, like you're already in it. And we'll get to that in a second with the front screen. Again, on here, you can't fold this, so this is your screen. You have the in-display fingerprint scanner. So let's try that again. It works fine. But again, for me personally, I think the side fingerprint scanner is just a little bit faster. Now, let's talk about the convenience factor. This phone is technically a kind of novelty item, a niche product. It's not like something most people will use every day, but it does have its advantages, and here are a few. For starters, you can put this in your pocket easier. Now, even though this has titanium and this is a lighter built phone, the Z Flip 5 basically can fit in front shirt pockets and back pockets and things of that nature. And with it being folded like this, if you have a case on it or without a case, technically, if you drop this, you're going to more than likely damage this display, which I actually have, what you see here, a privacy screen on it. So if you turn it, so that's one thing I like here versus this phone. Like, you could put a privacy screen here, don't get me wrong, but here you can have the privacy screen on the outside, still go about your apps. You can still watch your videos in a compact display. Go through your widgets, things of that nature, set your clock, alarm, and what all, things of that nature. But again, convenience factor for me, I do like that. Privacy there, come here if you just want to get a full display and watch all your content that way. So again, as far as features that are inside of the phone that you don't get on the Z Flip is Samsung DeX and the S Pen. Now, with the S Pen, bunch of different features you could do. Again, finish him. You hear that? Jot down your quick notes. Go to the grocery store, make your groceries, whatever. Put the S Pen back. Fatality. Y'all hear it. It's amazing, the stuff that you could do on the S24 Ultra. Like, I'm amazed at this phone. Again, I just dropped my Things That Matter video. Please go check it out if you want to know, you know, how to kind of customize it to the way that I have it customized right here. But again, DeX. Again, I demoed DeX in my last video as well. Check that out if you want to see how DeX work, but this phone does not have it. You can turn your TV into a monitor and still use your phone at the same time. So again, this one's rocking last year's chip, the Snapdragon Gen whatever. Like, again, I'm not into all that spec stuff when I'm talking about things that actually matter. So to me and to everybody else, this one's far more powerful. It just is what it is. Newer chip, more features, things of that nature. Another thing with the Z Flip, with it being convenient, like you can swipe to answer while it's folded. Again, this is more of just a convenient phone, but if you really want to get into like power wise, being able to do more, the S24 Ultra still does more. Now, main thing going into it, most people buy phones for, again, is the cameras. I talked about the cameras in this phone and actually uploaded a few comparisons in my last video. Not comparisons, but a few videos and pictures from this phone. So check that out if you want to see how that one takes pictures. But when it comes to the Z Flip, it is inferior to the S24 Ultra. Again, you have a 200 megapixel here. You basically have a 12 megapixel here. You can't zoom nowhere near as far as this one. This one takes better video quality. Videos, again, they both can shoot 4K, but again, the actual lenses on this phone are far superior to the Z Flip. And that's a lot of reason that people actually don't buy these phones or the Fold series, because again, this phone being $1,000, you're basically competing in price when it comes to, you know, the pricing in both. You're basically right along the same lines as far as pricing. 1,300, 1,000. You should have a few more of the same features. Again, same thing with the Fold. The Fold actually costs more than both of these, but again, outside of the aspect of the Fold itself, you're kind of still getting a little bit more here when it comes to convenience that way, because no one wants to use the outer display of the Fold. I may compare the two if I get the Fold 6, if it comes out with the wider display. If it does not, hey, I'm not getting that. That'll be the only reason I get it, if it came out with a wider display. Outside of that, like I said, these phones are definitely more similar than different internally. Externally is where you're going to see the main differences. Again, always on display, cameras, things of that nature. You'll notice a difference. Outside of that, if you just want a product that's a little less expensive, because right now I'm pretty sure you can go to Best Buy. Let me stop that from ringing, because again, I'm not editing it out. I went too far in this video already. But again, if you want to purchase one of these at maybe a Best Buy, something like that, you can probably fully buy it outright right now for like maybe $700. You know, good trade-in, get it for like $6 or $5. That's pretty good. Now, if you caught this on pre-order, this definitely is a better deal, because they was giving up to $650, $700, all for depending on what phone you actually had, plus, you know, some pre-order credits. Now, again, at certain times, like if you're going through your carrier, you can get up to $1,000 off trading in the right phone. So if you're going to go that route through your carrier, I definitely trade in a phone, get my $800 to $1,000 off for S24 Ultra before I do it for a Z Flip 5. But again, that's just me. If you have any questions about the two, please feel free to leave it in the comments below. I think I've covered basically, you know, the things that I feel matter. Charging, I didn't talk about charging. I know the battery life is far superior here, but charging, 45 watts versus 25. So again, phone's going to charge faster, and this will definitely get you a longer period of time. So battery life, better. Camera, better. More features here. All around, S24 Ultra is the better phone out of the two, if you just want me to hear me pick a winner. Outside of that, this has been the S24 Ultra versus the Z Flip 5. Let me know what you guys want to see next on the channel. Until then, subscribe. Catch y'all in the next video. Deuces.
Essence, born with less, but you still precious. Just smell foam in there.